It's Jack here. Today we are down low, way low below sea level. We've actually made an excursion out here to Death Valley, Badwater Basin. Doing this video today in celebration of 100 subscribers. Yes, you made that occur. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. As I came out here today to do this video, I'd actually exceeded 110 subscribers. Let's hope that number keeps going up because I'm having fun bringing these videos to y'all. This bottle was fully expanded up the road there. I actually had some water and emptied the bottle out, and I was about 2,000 feet. Now we're about 200 feet below sea level where we are right now, and you can see just the pressure, what that's done. What I'm going to do with this bottle is I'm going to uncap it, put the cap back on, and when I get back up above sea level, we'll see how badly this expands. And there it goes, it's expanded out. Got that little divot in there. I think that divot will be gone when we get back up to sea level. You can already see it's popping, but we'll go ahead and put that there. There we go, we got that divot, remember that. And we'll go ahead and put this back and see what it looks like when we get back up to sea level. As I mentioned at the top of the video, this is Badwater Basin. It's in Death Valley, California. It's about 20 minutes away from Furnace Creek Visitor Center. There's ample parking out here. There's even parking for RVs, as you can see here, a big RV area. Like many of the national parks, there is accessibility for anybody who needs a mobility chair or needs a ramp to come down. There are ramps on both sides of the parking lot. If you have a mobility device, you could easily make it across the wood deck here and probably out to where those folks are walking back to us right now. There is this sign out here that no dogs, no smoking, no drones, and no bicycling. Now the no drones is something that is national park wide. I don't know of any national park that allows drones. So when you come out here, as fun as it may seem to take your drone out across the flats there, don't do it. It's not allowed. Over here on the other side, they have this sign that says no hiking. They want you to stay on the designated trails. When we walk over here, we could see where someone left their glasses. Hope they had a spare pair with them. Keep in mind, when you come out here, there is no cell coverage. In fact, most of Death Valley is a dead zone. Up near Furnace Creek, where the visitor center is, there is cell coverage there. And coming into the valley, there is. But once you're in Death Valley, there is no cell coverage. So plan accordingly. Bring some water, bring some food, and let people know you're coming out here. Let them know what time you're coming out and what time you plan to be back. Also, something else to keep in mind, when you're in the desert, you want to cover yourself up. This is one of the hottest places in the world. It's supposed to get 108 degrees out here today, so I'm out here early. Current local time is 5:45 a.m. Sun's just coming up. National Park Service has put up this billboard about lowest places on Earth. Here's Salton Sea in California. It's at 227. Badwater Basin, where we are, is 282. National Park Service has also put up, but it's a dry heat. How hot does it get in Death Valley? Right now we are at early May. It says the average is 99 degrees on the low, and the record is 122 for the month of May. Take plenty of water, avoid outside activity in the heat, and keep on the main roads. That's another reason why they want you to stay on the trails. In case something happens, they can find you quicker. Here's a nice feature they've added. It's a solar powered pay area where you can buy your pass for the day. I have an annual pass with the National Park Services, but if you didn't have one, you could come up here and pay your fee to come on in. Right next to the fee station are the restrooms. Now this is more of a glorified outhouse. There isn't any running water and there's no sinks, so plan accordingly. Bring some hand wipes with you, bring something to wipe your hands off after you do your business, and just know that when you come out here, it's a nice facility, but it is a glorified outhouse. And just noticed on top of the public restrooms facility is the official weather station for Badwater Basin. This is how they can keep accurate count of what the temperature is out here. And just how far below sea level are we? We are 282 feet below sea level, or 85.5 meters. Here it talks about the salt flats, but it tells you how they're created. If they're fragile, please tread lightly. It tells you more about the salt. Sodium chloride, better known as table salt, makes up the majority of salts in Badwater Basin. Here's another billboard put up by the National Park Service about the Badwater Pool. And that's what we're looking at here, is the Badwater Pool. Over the years, curious visitors have trampled the salt crust and thrown debris in the water. That's why they've made the boardwalks out here to where people won't do that anymore. They won't walk out there and pollute the water, because there is wildlife out here that this is their habitat and they need it to survive. And this side over here has rope. Over here it looks like the rope's rotted away. However, there are signs reminding us to stay on the pathway, not to drop into the mineral deposits. This path is really nicely laid out. The only place you're able to go out in the mineral deposits is straight ahead of us. We're heading there shortly. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna step off the boardwalk into this alluvial fan that is this mineral deposit. This is about a half-mile walk out, half-mile walk back. So if you're out here doing this, make sure that you have water with you. I have water in my back pocket. Well, a bottle of water in my back pocket. We can see where the water would pool up, and it's evaporated. And all these little craters out here. Sun's coming up over the mountains. It's very hazy out here today. This ground definitely, you can feel the moisture under your feet as you walk on it. Definitely moist. I've only come a few feet, I'd say probably 100 feet, maybe a little more, from where the parking area is. Up there was 81 degrees. I can already feel that it's gotten warmer as I've moved down into the basin here. Walking up, I came across this hole with some water. It looks like something's been digging, and the water's just below the surface. If I told you I was walking in the snow, you'd probably believe me. But in reality, I'm out here in the middle of the desert, and this is just a big mineral deposit. When you come out here, be careful, watch your step, because across the path there are little mounds like this guy. Might not look like much, but you're not looking out, you could trip over that. It's about that tall. Walking along, I can tell that the ground's got a little more solidified and it's less moisture than there was by the parking lot. Terrain's changed a little bit too. Kind of reminds me of the surface of the moon, or maybe even a picture of Mars. Here's a road I found in the pathway as I was walking. Rather unique. It's got all the mineral deposits around it. Really looks cool. Well, the sun's starting to peek over the top of the mountain there. I think it's time for us to head back toward the parking lot before it gets really hot out here. It's probably right now about mid to upper 80s. Current times, 7 a.m. Well, if you're not a subscriber already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for future content. This is a tribute to my 100 subscribers so far. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already doing so, and we'll catch you on the next one. Current temperature at 7:37 a.m., 88 degrees. And that's in the shade. Well, here we are as promised. I heard a big pop. We came up to a little bit above sea level, about 100 feet above sea level, and our bottle, the dent is completely gone. That's pretty solid too, from the air pressure.